There's loads of lighting kit available in the loan shop. One of such lighting kit is the Aperture LS Mini 20C kit. In this comes 3 small Fresnel lights. They are operatable via both mains and battery that you can plug in via your D-tap, and your mains is obviously to your main supply. So you get 3 lamps in the bag, and we'll just put this down here. So inside the bag you get your main supplies, you get quite a few of these mains cables. You then also get some battery chargers as well, with battery figure 8 plugs as well. And then you get these little power adapters to power out of your D-tap connector to the light itself. So I've got my power options out in front of me here. I've got my main supply and adapter there, and I have the battery power and the adapters just over here. So the lamp itself is really light. You also have the 3/8 mount underneath, which mounts to most lighting heads. On the sides you have controls for your white balancing and your intensity. On the back of the unit is the power button, the DC inputs, and a flood and spot setting. It does have barn doors on it, so you can do some quite stylized and quite focused length beams. So attaching the battery adapter is really straightforward. We put the battery with the 2 small pins on the adapter, 2 small holes on the socket. We just put those 2 together. You may need to do this a couple of times just to get used to it. It slides in place. To undo this, we just click the battery release and then pull it back out. Then we take the little rubber seal, just move that to one side so that we reveal our D-tap connector. We take the D-tap connector out of the bag and we just plug that in. There's only one way that this can go in. And then on the back of this, we also have a mini DC connector. So we need to make sure that we line those pins up into the socket and then click it in. You should hear a small click. Now that's my battery connected up. So if I turn this on, just on the little power button, only need to click it once. You can see on here that we have a focus beam. And again, I can shift these barn doors around, I can focus the beam slightly. And then if I change my flood or spot, that's where the focus of the beam changes, and the angle of the beam changes. On the sides is where I can change my intensity and my white balance. If I just click the button in, it will go up and move to my white balance in, click it back down, and then if I twist along, should go up to 100%, twist right, and it's gone back down to 20. On the back, you should see there's a meter for my focus as well. So as I start to do this up, you'll see that the focus degree changes. Press the off button and the light instantly turns off. Now, you may have noticed that I'm actually holding this whilst using it. This is a really good feature of these, is they are LEDs. So they're not tungsten or halogen based or anything like that. They operate a lot cooler temperatures. So in the bag also is for the power adapter, there are these little ball mounts. So we can hook these on to here, and then this could sit on top of your hot shoe or your cold shoe, or it could sit elsewhere, such as on here. We have a little clamp that comes in the bag as well. We just screw this onto place, and then this can mount to your lighting stand. So you could have on your lighting stand, this on top, and then with the clamp, just clamp that underneath, and you have your power and your lamp nice and safe. With the mains, works exactly the same. However, we would just plug the IEC cable into the adapter, and then the adapter end goes into the back of the lamp, and obviously the plug end goes into the wall. When putting our items back into the bag, it's important that we make sure that we're putting things back into the right sections. The bag space is quite confined on these, so it will help you in the long run. Just make sure that when you're undoing all your screws that you don't lose any bits as well. and put that back in there. When you're doing cables up, just loosely wrap it around your finger, bring it through, and then just bring it through once more. This goes in the top pocket. Make sure as well with the lamp that it's off, it's disconnected from any power. Flatten the barn doors off, twist them round, and then put that back into that foam case. The foam case sits inside, just inside of there. If you've got anything stopping it, don't force anything in the way. Just simply adjust your cables around until they're flat. There we go. Do your little zips up and then do the case up.